Today on this issue, the votes were counted, and afterwards the Speaker of the House said there will not be a special session for same-sex marriage, at least not for now.
Sources tell KITV4 there was a razor-thin margin in the House in favor of gay marriage, which may not be enough for the governor. KITV4's Andrew Pereira has been tracking the latest developments. He joins us now with more. Andrew.
Paula Yunji, well, the vote count doesn't get much closer than what House sources told us today.
The state Senate is solidly in favor of gay marriage, so it's all about the House. After meeting with fellow Democrats, Speaker Joe Souki announced the two-thirds majority needed to call a special session does not exist.
At this point, all I can say is that the governor, in discussion with the Senate President and myself, is not going to be holding a special session at this time.
After addressing reporters, the Speaker addressed House Republicans. He left the minority caucus room after spending 15 minutes inside.
The Speaker came down and gave us an update on where things are at, and best I could tell, they're in a state of flux as of right now.
Sources in the State House tell KITV4 the vote tally in favor of gay marriage stands at 26. Just enough to squeak by, but perhaps not enough for Governor Neil Abercrombie to call a special session on his own.
I think it's so very close that one vote either way, maybe one or two votes, you never know what happens, could change the whole outcome.
McDermott and others who oppose same-sex marriage say they prefer the more deliberate process of a regular session, which starts in January, as opposed to the more hurried process of a special session.
The people deserve a right to be heard in the auditorium and come have their voices heard.
With the entire House facing re-election next year, the lobbying effort on both sides of the same-sex marriage debate has picked up.
I think the volume has varied from office to office, but generally it's split between pro and con.
Viewers may recall that Souki became Speaker of the House because of the support of 7 House Republicans. I asked Representative McDermott if the same-sex marriage issue could have any bearing on the GOP's continued support of Souki, and he said that discussion has not been brought up. We'll send it back to you.
All right, thanks for the very latest, Andrew Pereira.